Hi Flosstube. Welcome back to another edition of 310 Stitcher. My name is Jade. I am the 310 Stitcher, and this is Smoke. Say hi. He is quite chatty actually, but we'll see if he's a good boy uh, during this video. All right. So today is what? Today is January 10th or so. My last video was December 20th, so it's been about 3 weeks. And my last video was Whip Parade. I thought I would come back and do a update. So my first one for January. I'm so sorry, my hair is such a disaster. Yeah, so I thought I'd come back and do an update, the first one for January. I have several whips to show you, my plans to talk about. I do have some haul today, not a ton, but a little bit, and a couple new projects. So so I thought I would start off with the whips. Okay, so most of my whips are down over here to the side. I have a couple on the other side. So I'm going to be leaning back and forth. So I apologize for that, and I apologize if there's any choppiness. It'll be me in the editing, just cutting out wasted time or whatever. Okay, so let's get to it. The first whip that I want to show you is in the frame. And this whip is called Coliseum. It is by Cross Stitch Collectibles. I'll put a picture in here of what it will look like. And in the past 3 weeks, I've gotten, so my weekly goal, here, I'll show you what it looks like right now. Sorry, the light is not super great in here today. Let me see if I can turn this one on, if it helps. Oh, maybe it helped a little bit. I think it's looking fantastic. So the last time you saw it, I had finished the top 3 pages and I had started working in. Sorry about that. And I had started working on this page down here. So my weekly goal with this project is 517 stitches per week, and I didn't make that fully over the past 3 weeks. I had a total of 1106 stitches, so about 400 stitches shy of my goal for the 3 weeks combined, but that's okay. This is gonna actually come out this week, so it'll get some more work this week. All right, so that's the first one. Set that over there. The next project I want to show you is in this bag by Sheba Designs. So the Coliseum is actually one of my focus pieces for this year. I have about 6 or 7 focus pieces for this year. And that one I want to get to 25% by the end of the year. We'll see. Hopefully I do. My intention is for it to get there. My next focus piece is Sunset in Venice. This is by Hade. The artwork is by Dominic Davidson. And it's in the frame as well because I was just working on it. So I'm not going to take it out of the frame you can check out my whip parade for the entire thing. If I can, I'll put a picture in here of what it looked like at that time as well. But this is the far right side, so it ends right there, and the last time you saw this, I'll see if I could put a picture in of what it looked like the last time, this section here. But basically what I've done is I have completed this page. So this page down here was finished. I've completed this page and started working in, is that a needle? Whoops, sorry, let me just stick that in somewhere. Sorry, I had a needle hanging. There were a whole bunch of hanging threads in here, so I have worked a lot of them in, and I'm continuing on, and I'm going to continue on with that. I think when you saw it at the whip parade, I hadn't gotten this bunch of flowers filled in yet either, or these two windows with the panes. So it's, yeah, so that's looking fantastic. So I'm going to move the frame, and you'll see where you see it next time will be a different location. Probably come in here. I'm going to start working these in. I went through a phase, if you saw my videos before, I went through a phase of trying to do things Royal Rose, and I have just discovered that's not my preference, so I'm going to be changing that. So what have I done in the past 3 weeks on this one? So my weekly goal for this is 793, and I have made that more than that actually for the past 3 weeks. I have done, let's add these 3 up. I've done 2,500 stitches, which is an average of 834. So it's awesome. My intention is for this one in particular to make sure that I absolutely make that minimum number of stitches per week, because I really do want this one to get to that 33% mark by the end of the year, or more if I can do it. All right, project 3. This is, I'm not even going to show you this. This is Foxglove Ball. You can see a little bit there. This is another Heaven and Earth Designs piece by Amy Stewart, and my goal for this is 219 stitches per week, and I've only made that on one week out of the past 3. This week has been really crazy. Yeah, past couple of weeks I've been working more, and so my stitching time is less, but in addition I've had migraines and just haven't felt like stitching on a bunch of days. And then the other days I was occupied with trying to get a lot of stitches in very quickly, and so those stitches got put into my Dragons of the Sabbat, which I'll show you in a minute. And so I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to bother with that one. I apologize for my dog barking. Okay, so let's go to the Dragons of the Sabbat. Speaking of, in the past 3 weeks, so first of all, my intention for this year is to get all of the black completed. So I had to, if I can, I'll put a picture of what it looked like the last time, which was basically the top 2 quadrants on the outside, the black outside the circle was all complete, and I had just barely started on the third quadrant. So there's black on those remaining 2 quadrants, plus there's about 25,000 stitches of black on the inside of the circle. I'll show you now so that you see what it looks like. I'm not going to take this out of the frame. I was working on this just now. So my goal on this one is basically 3,100 stitches per week. And I have made that every week. And in fact, for the past 2 weeks, I've more than doubled it. So in the past 3 weeks, I have put in 16,676 stitches. Oh, those stitchy games really do help get a lot of work in, but oh my gosh, I don't really want to see this for the rest of this week, so for a few days anyway. Okay, where's the top? Smoke. So there's the top. So those are the 2 quadrants that were done before the year was up. Smoke. Oh, I have to get him. Okay, I had to put the cat out because he had gotten up onto the shelves and was making a mess. He has a fascination with dried flowers. So I have some dried flowers and flower petals and herbs up there, and he likes to crunch them into small pieces and make a mess everywhere. So I think I was showing you the dragons of the spot. I think I showed you what the top half looked like, and the last time you saw it, the bottom piece down here had just about this much in here, and now, so it was about to here. So that was 3 weeks ago. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's the other side. Here we go. There we go. So that is where I am now. So we're getting there. 3,000 stitches per week should get me all of the black completed by the end of the year. So that is what that's what my goal is. But like I said, I'm now a few weeks ahead. I don't know whether I will actually take a few weeks off of doing this. Probably not, because what happens is when I'm just sitting, when I'm sitting in the evenings watching TV with the hubby or something, or we're just sitting and chatting, this is really nice to bring out, because I don't have to look at any patterns or anything. So it's kind of nice, easy, lazy stitching. So I'll probably still will work on it in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. I do have other projects that have bulk stitching, but it's still nothing like this where I don't have to look at all. Okay, anyway, so that's one. And I think I told you how many I had done. Yes, okay. The next project, so I'm not going to show you all of the 27, 28, whatever it is, projects that I've brought into 2024 with me. Some of them I just didn't put in that much effort into in the past week or two, just because life. like Veil of the Veil of Death. I'm not going to show you. I put in over 500 stitches in that project, but you can't really see all too much difference. So I'm going to show you the ones that have the most work on this time, and probably what I'm going to do, because I have 6 or 7 projects that are my focus pieces, and those are the ones that I focus on first. So absolutely Home Sweet Home gets looked at first, Dragons of the Sabbat gets looked at first, Sunset in Venice gets worked on first, and then Coliseum, Diana and Cupid, the Flower of the Month, and the Tarot Cell. Those are my focus pieces for this year. And the intention is to have Flower of the Month and the Tarot Cell to be complete by the end of this year. So those ones get done first. And so maybe what I'll do actually is I will alternate videos. Maybe what I'll do. So maybe on one video I'll show you those 6 or 7 projects. And then in the next video I won't show you those ones. I'll show you all of the other projects that I've put work into. And that way, hopefully that won't be as boring for you guys, because you won't be seeing the same projects every single time. I know people do like to see the progress on projects, but I also don't want it to be a mini whip parade every time I film. So my intention is still to film every 2 weeks, and so I think that's what I'll do. So then that way what you're gonna get is 1 month's worth of work on each set of projects. I think that'll be better, because you'll see more progress for sure. And you know, that other than those 7, so the other 20 projects will be different, right? Because they'll always be different, because I won't be working on the same ones all the time. Some weeks I may do 2 weeks worth of work and then put it away for 2 weeks and work on, you know, not work on some and then work on anyway. So hopefully that will give you more variety, and I hope that made more sense than mud. All right, next I want to show you a full yes, it is a full coverage. I want to show you a new start, and that is Merry Mushroom Village 1. So I have a start there. How much do I have here? I have 2,170 stitches in that. So this is being done on 28 count linen. It's sort of this natural or rustic looking color. And I'm quite enjoying it so far. Like I said, 2,170. My weekly goal for this is 170 stitches per week. If I can get 170 stitches a week, I will have the entire thing complete by the end of the year, which is the goal ultimately. So this is the Heaven and Earth Sal stitch along. Unfortunately, it is too late for you to join. You had to join before the end of 2023. And the incentive is that Hate has given is that if you complete, so they give you 3 pages per quarter. So we've gotten our first 3 pages. Next 3 will be April 1st. And if you get 4 pages complete by the end of the year, you get the other 9 patterns. There were 10 patterns in total that you could choose for this stitch along. So you get the other 9 patterns. But if you complete the entire thing by the end of the year, you get two patterns off of their website. In addition to those 10 patterns, you get 2 patterns off of their website, which includes Thomas Kincaid. So that's what I'm looking at. That's my goal to do this whole thing. So 170 stitches a week should be pretty doable. I did 2,000 in this. I don't really count something as started until I have about 1,000 stitches in. So got a couple thousand stitches in. I haven't worked on it this week yet, but I will. I actually was waiting for some colors to come in, and they finally did, so I can carry on. I don't like leaving a bunch of open spaces. And last week when I was working, I was missing some of the colors that were on the first page, which really sucked. Anyway, okay, I've not worked on those. Let me show you how I store these. I have these baskets, and in them, with the exception of this one, which I just threw in there, but my projects are mostly out of frames. There's a couple spare frames in there. And I've been liking this, actually, just taking them on and off of the frames. I do have another basket that has the projects that I keep on frames, either mostly because they're larger frames. But so I have this, this stack of projects, and as I work on one, I put it at the bottom of the stack. So the ones that I have to show you are at the bottom here. All right, so this is Deanna and Cupid. I will see if I can put a picture in here. I put in, so my goal for this is to do 616 stitches every week. I haven't worked on it this week or last week, but the week before I put in 657 stitches, and mostly filled in all the ninja stitches, and I'm continuing to work down. Okay, so that is that one. Not worked on that one. So the bitter half, I believe, is by John Shannon. Anyways, I'll put a picture in here. Again, I've only worked on this. I worked on this shortly after you saw it last. I put in 255 stitches. I just filled in the blue. I know it looks like it's all black, but it's actually a combination of blue and black. This is really stiff Aida, which is why I have it like this, because I've been working on sort of getting it worked in. Oh, actually, that is what I wanted to talk about. I've complained about the similar type of thing. See where this, like, it stands on its own. The fabric I had for Deanna and Cupid was the same fabric, and it did the same thing. And when I finished the page, this page, I actually went ahead and washed it. I threw it in the washing machine. And I wanted to see a couple things. One is I wanted to see how the stitches fluffed up, because I am using CXC thread, or a combination of DMC and CXC. But I wanted to see how the stitches fluffed up, and I wanted to see if the fabric would improve. And oh boy, does it ever better. It's not the softest fabric, but it's so much nicer on the hands. Whatever it was that was giving it that starchy, plasticky feeling is gone. And it's so much nicer to work on. So I'm so glad that I did that. You see the grid lines look a mess, and that's because I screwed up when I went to put the grid lines back in. Dummy me started counting from here, the blocks of 10, instead of counting from here. I don't know where my brain was at, honestly. But anyway. Okay. I'm having to move some things here. There's only a couple more projects to go. Because like I said, I worked on fewer projects, but much more progress. I worked on Scurity Cats. So Scurity Cats, I put in almost 600 stitches. And what I had wanted to do, if you watched my whip parade, you may remember, or may not, it's okay. So this is the bottom of the second page. And I had wanted to complete the second page before the end of the year. I didn't get to it. It was just too busy of a time. But in the past 2 weeks, I have put in another 600 or so stitches. So it's not, there's still some blanks in there, but it'll get there. This project, my goal is 181 stitches every week, and I beat that for once I doubled it. So I doubled it last week, which is why I didn't work on it this week. And the week before I also did more. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Now, in my whip parade, so this is a new start. I had 2 new starts that I mentioned on my whip parade. The first one was going to be the Merry Mushroom Village one, which is the Haid start along. So that got started actually got started on December 31st because they released it a day early, which was awesome. And then on January 1st, I started another project. And in my whip parade, I had mentioned that I probably wouldn't be starting it on January 1st because the Haid sale was going to be January 1st. But in the end, I just couldn't resist. I've had this project kitted up for like a year with fabric and floss and everything. And I couldn't resist anymore. So the project I'm talking about is the Mountain Cabin by Haid. It is by Dominic Davidson. This is the max color version. That's what it will look like there. And I am just in the top corner of the sky there. In this project, I have put in the past 2 weeks, so the past 10 days really, because it's only the 10th today, I put in 2,371 stitches. And I am doing this 2/1 tent on 23 count. And that's where I'm at right now. Love it. So my goal for this one is to get it to 2.5% by the end of the year, which, like I said, with 181 stitches should be 181 stitches a week should be doable. Now the 181 stitches hasn't been updated for what I've gotten completed, right? That is assuming 181 stitches starting January 1st. But I've obviously done 15 times that. So really I can make do with fewer stitches. But anyway. Okay, and my last one I want to show you for today is Home Sweet Home. And I will pop a picture in here of what it will look like. This is my anniversary piece. I'll show you what the section I worked on first. It's hard to hold these. Okay. So the last time you saw it, which was at my whip parade, I had completed this page, which just included a bit of the hat. So that page was completed, and in the past 10 days I have completed the next page. I don't know what's with that. I just got a thumbs down on the screen. I don't know what that's all about, and I just have to plug my laptop in because it's about to go to sleep. Okay. So yes, I completed that page, and I can now, there we go, and I can now move over to this page here. So if I show you what the entire thing looks like that. There we go. Maybe that can be my screenshot. I don't remember what the guy's name was. There's that handyman show where it was the neighbor always looking up over the fence. Anyway, that's what it looks like. It looks awesome. This hat, okay, so the rest of it is all, like, it is all confetti. This is a confetti heavy piece. This is all confetti, all of it, except for some solid black sections. But all the rest of it has nothing on this hat. This hat, I swear there's 100 colors in it. I don't know how many colors there are, but holy moly. It took almost a full day just to do the hat. And it was 2/3 of the hat because I already had a third done. Like, it was bonkers. It looks so great. It looks so great. But that wasn't fun. I would much rather do the confetti of the walls. So what I'm gonna do next, I think I'm just gonna work my way over to the end. I think that's the end right there, basically. Yeah. So there's a couple more pages there, 2-3 more pages. Work my way over. Working all those loose ends, and then start working my way down. I don't know if I will work my way down the end just to get the walls finished. That would be great, because just the walls, you do see the walls on both sides of the bed. So I may do that. I'm not sure. We'll see when I get there. So what did I do for that one? So for that one, my weekly goal is 1,646 stitches. And I have made that for the past 3 weeks. I put in 4,905 stitches. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. What else have I got? I think that is it. That's all the projects I'm going to show you today. The other projects I may have picked up just for a really short amount of stitching, and there's not really enough to show you that to make it worthwhile to show you. They're going to be pretty boring. So in 2 weeks time, when I come back, I won't show you my focus projects that I just showed you today. I will show you all the other ones, and so you'll get actually what you'll get is 5 weeks worth of work, because it's been 3 weeks since you would have seen them last, and hopefully that'll keep things moving a little bit more quickly and more interesting for you. What are we at? We're at half an hour. Okay. I would like to show you a little bit of haul that I have. And one of them I have to bring up on my phone, so bear with me for half a second. I should have done this before. Okay, so Hade had a sale, and I've had my eye on this pattern for quite a while, and I've been waiting for sale to get it. So I finally did. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. It might be my birthday start in July, but it is the Rusty Cauldron, which will look like that. I love this. This looks so great. That's a Lisa Parker. I really like her artwork. I have quite a few patterns of hers, and I really should. I don't know why I actually haven't. I was gonna say cast any on. I actually haven't started any of hers. But this one for sure is gonna get started this year because I really like it. But yeah, that'll be later on this year. Oh, I have one more actually. I have another pattern that I got, which is called, so this is from Pain Free Crafts, and you might have heard me or other people say that Anne Stokes' work, a lot of Anne Stokes' work was coming off of Pain Free Crafts to make room for new stuff. And so, and I saw this pattern. I was watching Whip Parade, and I'm struggling to remember who it was. I should have written it down. Actually, I did write it down. I wrote it down on a post-it note, which now I can't find. But she had it about 80% complete, and it looked amazing. So I had no intentions of going to buy any more patterns, but when I saw this one actually, like I said, mostly done, I couldn't resist. And so this one is called Dragon Clans by Anne Stokes. Oh, I can't wait. This one is probably going to get started this year as well. Yeah, I'm not sure when, but it will. Okay, I have one more pattern. Actually, I don't. I have quite a bit more, but one more standalone pattern which I got. And I've been looking at these for a while. There's a little bit of FOMO going on here, which I do suffer from. I know I've mentioned before. And that is the Carriage House Samplings Hawk Run Hollow series. I just really like them, and it took me a long time to decide even which one I would get. I think they're, well, yeah, anyway. In the end, I decided to get A Year at Hawk Run Hollow as something to start with. Now this might surprise you because I'm mostly a full coverage stitcher, but I really thought this was cute, and I thought this could be a piece that I could just start on and just sort of work a little bit at a time on. I have no intentions of starting this anytime soon. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. Maybe not even this year. It might be next year. But like, I don't have fabric for it. I don't even know. I'm at a complete loss as to what fabric to put on it. I don't know that I want to go with the called for linen. I don't even know what it is. Oh, it doesn't say what it is. It just says it's from Lakeside Linens. But yeah, this will just go in my stash, and at some point I'll start it. Probably not till 2025. Why did I get it now? I don't know, just because I was missing it and I really wanted it. Okay, I have one more thing that finally arrived. So this I ordered while I was at Stitch North in May 2023. So it's been almost an entire year. And it finally arrived, came from Australia. And this was the Hearts for Pam. The Hearts for Pam package. I think Pam was of Cottage Garden Threads was going through a rough time with her heart. And so a bunch of designers got together and put a package together with patterns and flosses and little things to raise money for I'm not sure, surgery or what have you. So that finally arrived. Again, this is a bit outside my wheelhouse because I am mostly a full coverage stitcher. I do stitch some other things, but things like really primitive styles or samplers aren't really my thing. And so I had no idea what I was getting in this package. I just when we were at Stitch North, Lisa from Lost in Stitches, Lisa had mentioned that she had ordered this package, and when she told me what it was for, I thought, you know what, let me help out. Let me do what I can to help out someone in the community that needs it. And so I ordered it for that reason. I really didn't even know what was coming and what wasn't. So I'll show you what we received. So that was a little needle minder, the HFP. Then we got this little wood floss organizer, which is very cute. I like that a lot. I should have taken the tissue paper off first. Sorry. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to take everything off the tissue paper and move that out of the way. Okay, so we got some flosses, which are amazing. I had never tried these. I've never tried Cottage Garden Threads before, so I'll just go really quickly because I know that this is not everybody's cup of tea. I can't even hold all these up. Look at this red. It's called Hugs and Kisses. Conservatory. Sorry. Oh, there. That might be better. The light. This is called Hearth, and I'm not exactly sure what color that is. I have a really bad light. It looks like it has some kind of brownish black. Let me put those over there. This one. We have a marigold, so they're all variegated. That's the word I'm looking for. And Lima. It says different shades of blue and a bit brownish. Sorry, my light is really bad. We've had a snowstorm here. And so the lighting is absolutely terrible. So that was all of them. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 flosses, which is awesome. They're all stranded cotton, hand dyed. made in Gippsland, Australia. Cool. All right, and then we got the patterns. Oh my goodness, were people so generous. I'm going to go through these kind of quickly. So this is from Bendy Stitchy, and this is called Ace of Swords. I met Michelle at Stitch North last year. We talked tarot cards. We have this one is from Lindy Stitches. We have the Queen of Thread. We have Molly and Mama, Ribbons and Roses Stitchery. So this is an embroidery pattern. Yeah. We have Forage, Australia. It's called Sweetheart. So this looks like, this is applique. So that's cool. I've never done an applique before. And the embroidery, I used to embroider when I was a kid. My grandmother had taught me. I haven't touched it in 35 years. So here's another, I don't know if it's applique or, this is Hearts Aflutter by Amy Kalisa. So it's, I guess it's embroidery. Oops. Helps if I show the whole thing. There is a book bag, Petals and Patches. So this is a pattern actually for the entire bag, to make the entire bag, including the embroidery. Okay, and the threads that are used in this pattern are all the ones that they gave. That's cool. I bet you that's probably, yeah, actually, so all of these patterns use the threads that they provided. That's cool. This is by Fox and Rabbit, Bathtub of Blooms. This is Pixel Pixie Cross Stitch, Wild at Heart, and it's a heart. This is Darling and Whimsy, Stitched for a Friend with My Heart and My Hand. This is Lovebirds, it's more embroidery, by Fig and Berry Creations. This is the Blue Flower, Seasons of the Heart. That's really nice, actually. I quite like that. Here's another heart. This is the Witchy Stitcher, Anatomical Heart number 13. We have Hare's Nest Stitchery. This looks like embroidery again. That's cute. We have, oof, this is not my thing. This is Handlebar Stitcher Love Bugs. I do not love bugs. No, 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 no. Veronique's Quilt Design. This doesn't have a name. I think it's just called Hearts for Pam. This is called Zelda's Heart by Mojo Stitches. I like that. That's cute. This is Heartfelt Posy by Rebel Stitcher Design. Okay, then we come to I don't know how to show this. Okay. See these hearts? They're called jewel hearts. And I think this is called paper piecing because it comes with that thing and a template. Let me keep that together. I probably will never do that. But I will see if my daughter might. And we have Hugs and Kisses, a Hardy Cottage Garden embroidery design. It's pretty. Pretty. Heart and Hand. Choose Hope. Okay, this I gotta show this way. Today I choose hope. It's a beautiful message. Ink circles, hearts intertwined. So I've never done an ink circles pattern before. That might be fun to try. And we have Jeanette Douglas Designs, Hearts for Pam. 1 second. There it is. It's pretty. And last but not least, we have Jan Hicks create a hopeful heart prayer flag. Beautiful. So all of these are very beautiful. Not all of these are my cup of tea in terms of things that I would want to stitch. I appreciate them very, very much. Absolutely, I appreciate each and every single one for what they are. I think they're all beautiful. I will not stitch all of these. The one I might give a try at some point. I don't know. That's not like this is crazy talk now. Crazy talk, fake plans, whatever you want to call it. But I really like this one. I think out of all of them, this one is my favorite. And I think it's the one that I would want to try. It looks small, so it doesn't look like a ton of effort to try to do. The other ones, I don't know. I'm going to see if my daughter would like any of the embroidery ones because I think she would like that. And then some I may give away. So I may do a giveaway if you're still here. Thank you so much. I have reached 1,000 subscribers, and I really can't believe 1,000 people want to listen to me ramble about cross stitch, but thank you so much if you are still here. I should have mentioned this at the top of the episode. But I do want to do a giveaway. I don't have anything organized yet, so I'll think about it for next time. But thank you so much for giving my channel a try. Thank you so much for coming back. I hope that you continue to see things that keep you coming back and that you enjoy. If you haven't yet, please hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it a lot. But thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So I do want to do a giveaway. I'll think about this. I'll think about it for the next video, what I want to do. But I think a bunch of these patterns are gonna be going to you guys. Because like I said, I don't want to keep things just for the sake of keeping them. I'd rather they go to somebody that actually will love them and use them. I love them, but I don't want to use them, if that makes sense. I love them. I would love to see people stitching them. I don't want to stitch them. It's the same reason I watch Flosstube. I watch Flosstubes where people stitch samplers and people stitch non-full coverage things. I have tons of them because I love seeing it. I love seeing the progress people make, and I love seeing the act of them getting completed and filled out and seeing the whole project come to life. I just have no interest in stitching them. So, you know, I've come to terms with that. I think, you know, it's fine. There's enough room here for all of us. But yeah, so now I'm rambling. So that was the Hearts for Pam package. I'm super excited. I'm super excited that that finally arrived, and I'm super excited to try these. Although these will probably go in storage for a little bit. Well, actually, they will come out if and when I decide to do this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to package them all with this pattern because I think that's the pattern that I would like to try these on. I don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. I still have issues with my head and migraines and my eyes, and counting is sometimes challenging depending on the fabric. And lighting conditions and everything else. So I need to grid things. That's the best way that things work for me. Is if I grid, and I know that if I grid, I can't use these because they're hand dyed, and I know that they're not color fast. I don't think these are color fast. I think most... Wait a minute. I wonder if these are. There are color care instructions on these. Aftercare instructions: use hot water, rinse, and air dry. Can you guys tell me, do you have experience with cottage garden threads? If you do, please leave me a note down below, because I have no experience with hand-dyed floss, with using hand-dyed floss and then washing afterwards. And I would hate to spoil a project that I've put in tons of time and effort and love into, and then have it completely ruined when I put it in the wash. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know, please. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's about it for the stitchy stuff. Life stuff, things have been pretty boring. All of our guests are finally gone and back at work. I'm still not full-time, but close to it, and I've been pretty exhausted, so haven't done a whole lot of extracurricular activities, or a whole lot other than stitching on my off hours. I need to start exercising. I keep saying that and then I don't do it. But anyway, so I will see you back in 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks, and I will, like I said, you won't see my you won't see projects that I haven't put a ton of time into, or that I haven't put a lot of stitches into. Sorry, not time. I guess it's time too, but so you probably won't see the projects I showed you today, which were my my focus pieces for the year. We'll see if there's something new. Maybe Sunset in Venice will have something new, because I have to move the Q-snap there. But you'll see a bunch of other projects. So anyway, now I'm just repeating myself. So until I see you the next time, I hope you're well, healthy, happy, spending lots of great stitchy times and lots of time with your friends and family. And enjoying the next couple of weeks. Stay warm. Bye.